Well, hey everybody, welcome back to RevStoration. Welcome back to another episode here. Yep, we're back on the 57 Fairlane today, and yep, there's the old man. Everybody wants to know where the old man is. So we welcome y'all so very much to the channel. We thank y'all so very much for watching. Y'all are truly a blessing to us. My name is David. I go by Rev here on YouTube. Why? Well, I'm a full-time pastor, and when I get behind these old Fords, pedal to the metal, we like to rev that engine up. And this is my daddy. I call him the old man. It's a term of endearment. Don't be mad at me. Here on RevStoration, we like to get dead things and give them life again. Last video, the old man thought the best comment. He does read y'all's comments. He ain't got too good at replying back. Somebody said y'all need to do a first start on one of them lawnmowers so y'all can clean up that mess. Y'all didn't say mess. I think y'all said jungle. Grammy, my mama enjoyed that probably most of all. I think the old man laughed and thought it was pretty good too. We agree, but it's all about time. And here, I'm telling y'all what, we have it. Georgia is so bipolar. The weather, we're here in Butts County, the tail end of the world. But y'all look behind me. Y'all see over, look over here. Look at all that. Let's walk back there and let me show you. Yep, here's the 57. We got a bunch to do to it. But y'all look back here. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, the river is rising. Anytime this is the South River, of course, y'all see, we've seen a video before where we've seen the body of the 63. Look at it. I mean, it's up to the window sills. There's the boat dock and the boat leaned over. And the river is still rising right now. If you see trash and stuff like that running down, that means the water is still coming up. What you got to say, old man?
It's nice to see a view this close. I live right on the river.
Right on the river. If having fun was against the law, we would be guilty as charged. All we are is shady shade tree mechanics from Butts County. Yep, the tail end of the world, just having fun. If you're interested in this kind of journey, come along. I'm David. I go by Rev here on YouTube. My daddy, also known as the old man. My wife, Nikki T. All we like to do is have fun and enjoy ourselves. So if you're interested in that journey, if you're interested in not learning how to do it, but just seeing the craziness of how we do it, come along for the journey here on RevStoration. We're back at it. This 1957 Ford Fairlane 500. Last episode, if you've not seen it, we'll share it, or you can just go back and look at the last episode. We got this old Betty running again. I mean, we got her up and purring. Yeah, we put the old Edelbrock on it. If you see here, we dropped a rebuilt Edelbrock. We got our zip tie connector. We got her to where she would run. I don't know why the old man put that on there just for.
I didn't want rats to get in it.
Just for kicks and giggles, because I don't know how it's supposed to work. I guess it just. Yeah, I don't know how.
At one time, it had some kind of a thing on here where you could put a screw clamp on the top.
I think most of y'all said those cause a bunch of fires, so we ain't gonna have it on there. We also had, old man, a comment that said in these Y blocks, and it may be the case, that the ports in the heads get clogged and they don't get oil on the top. So we may have to take valve covers off and see how them ports, see if they're unclogged in ports, get the oil passing through. We want to get coolant in the engine. We're gonna do that probably first. We need to get oil back in the engine. We'll get that done second. And then we're gonna get her to stop. We'll do that third. And then fourth, we're gonna go play in the water. No, we're gonna go play in the mud. We're gonna kick up some, we can't kick up dust today because they ain't got no dust. We're gonna kick up some mud. All right, y'all, the old man vetoed and said that he wanted to go on and get the valve covers off before we started doing any of the other and see if we can check those ports. And we're gonna try this. Take these off. I think it's just, on these, it's just these two bolts. I assume. Slap them off. These old Offenhausers. And we get this valve cover off, we'll look down and
hope we don't tear the valve seals up.
What seals?
Valve cover seal. Gasket.
Yeah. We ain't worried about that, old man. If it oils a little bit, we're just gonna, if it oils outside the block, that'll just help the outside. It was already doing that anyway.
Yeah. I bet you they'd be dried out.
You reckon?
I would think so, but if you'd have called me, I might could have ordered some.
Oh, look at there. All right, y'all, let's see if we can. Ooh. Hold this, old man. Y'all probably cringing.
Yeah, I am too with that aluminum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a screwdriver and pry the front a little bit.
Oh, we delicately tapped and got that valve cover. Just worked on it. You know, used our muscles. Whoo! She don't look as bad as what I was anticipating. Gasket. Ooh, some of your gasket stayed on there. All right, y'all. Where are the ports? I mean, that don't look good, but it ain't it don't look horrible, old man. What you reckon? Old man's got a call always. That man is just Johnny on the spot. So we're gonna investigate where the ports are, and we'll get her cleaned up. All right, y'all. We found some fun. Let me show you. Of course, 292 Woblocks. They oiled, and it's getting oil. But look at here. These tubes here is what oiled this. And I think to get oil pressure in other parts, rat rodders did this. But is there a reason for rat rodders to pull push rods? I mean, to have two push rods that ain't got no push rods. We got two valves that are missing. Listen, that you heard it run. Missing push rods. Missing push rod. Look at there. No push rod. Look over here.
This one's up, but it sure ain't got no push rod.
Yep, it ain't
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's just tight because it sits there not moving.
No push rod.
So this valve is not opening, and neither is that one.
So that's probably the popping when we get this thing running. That's the popping we're hearing. That cam. The old man's cam is just, you got two valves that ain't opening. I mean, and it's probably the exhaust. Does it push it out? How does it? What's it doing, y'all? Should we go buy them or should we run them just like it is? I say,
I know we gotta buy them.
Oh, I know we gotta buy them, but guess what, y'all?
We done called and ain't nobody got them.
We can't find no push rods. We can't find no valve covers. So we should have known this. We wasn't anticipating, y'all, that we were gonna be taking these valves off. So we're gonna probably fill her up with oil and crank her up and sort of see what she does. So. Y'all, we have done a little more research on our disappearing push rods, and me and the old man have come to the conclusion it had to have been the previous owner, because it says the number one reason that this happens is by over revving the engine. So, I mean, couldn't have been us. Ain't no way it could have been. I ain't pointing at who did it. I ain't no way. Y'all, we got two push rods. What happens is it goes down into the oil valley. These 292s, I guess this was a common problem, 292 312s. So there's a solid valley where the oil is, and those bent push rods or those push rods just sort of lay over on the side. So we're gonna have, whenever we get this intake off, there's gonna be two push rods down in there. So we'll have to get all of this off, but we're going to crank it and get oil in it. We're going to get it stopped. We're going to get coolant in it, and then we're going to crank it up and see how good the top is oiling. It looks like it's oiling fairly well, and we're going to get two push rods. But y'all, guess what? It was running like this whole time. I mean, so whatever we're doing, y'all say, "Oh, you know, if we never took these valve covers off, we'd have never known this." So we're going to act like we didn't see that while we're seeing at the top of the engine is oiling, And then at 2 o'clock later today, we got new valve covers coming in, and we have 2 new push rods coming in. And we'll take the rocker arms off. We'll clean out the ports. We'll get everything blew out. We'll get it all put back on, and it ain't ever happened. We'll probably sling a few more. We're going to get them adjusted good. So let's get up under it. And y'all, the old man is going to get a flashlight so we can use it up under there. But y'all, as a kid, especially in the summertime, when this water would get up like this, well, of course, we lived in that house, barely can see it, green house, green roof over here, that's where we live. And when the water would get up like this, you had to watch out for a few things. You had to watch out for the snakes, because of course, any snakes that was in there would be coming out. And you'd also have to watch out for floating ants. Y'all say floating ants. I'm telling you now, that's how the ants survived the ark. Is because them rascals got on top of leaves. Now, I know there were only 2 ants on that ark, but I'm telling you what, these rascals here now, I mean, they would, you'd hit it and there'd be 1,000 ants floating on one leaf. But also, over here on the road, when it would do that, night crawlers and Georgia jumpers, I mean, you could fill up a bucket with worms, because these worms they don't like that super wetness, and they'd come out that swamp, and I mean, you could fill up a bucket of worms. You know what we do with worms around here? We put them on a hook and catch us a catfish. So y'all, I'm gonna unlock this door. We're gonna get up under this thing. Let's fix this car. All right, y'all, if you see that, of course, that's where this is going. Of course, this is gonna go right up in there, and we're gonna get it in about like that, and tighten her up. And then I don't know if we want to go on and we want to test it before we put oil in it.
Okay.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna tighten that up.
Well, we can see if it's leaking without the oil filter.
My Mission Georgia shirt is gonna be my oil rag. Thank you, Thomas Hammond. So I'm gonna get that tightened up, and then we'll put water in it, make sure we're not leaking anywhere. And after we get that done, then we'll slap oil in it and crank her up and see if she's oiling at the top. Make sure we don't hear no crazy rattling. Nope.
So the washer was still spinning.
All right, y'all, if you look right there, we're not leaking. We have a freeze plug, so if you look this way, it's always a good thing. But y'all, when you're working on old Fords, don't turn your back on nothing, because when you turn your back on it, guess what you see? Look at that. That doggone water pump. I mean, we can't win for losing.
We didn't think it was leaking last time.
Losing push rods. Now we're losing water pump. Maybe when we turn it over, the water pump will seal itself back up. Old man says, don't talk junk on his frame. This is just gonna be a quick oil change. He got them for $1 a piece
at a yard sale.
Got them at a yard sale. So y'all, we don't normally put frame on our rigs, but it's better than the one that was on it. You know, that water pump ain't leaking nearly as bad. Not. All right, y'all, the old man doesn't believe in using new oil, because you put new oil, we put new oil in it, y'all. Show them that it's filled up, old man.
Okay.
Y'all don't see us do this often, checking oil and stuff. See, the checkered line full is all the way to the top of the checkered line.
I don't know if I filled it up or not, but we're fixing to find out. All the way. Can you see it?
It's not all the way to the very top. Y'all look at there, got a little bit. Look on the back.
Can you see where the line is?
It looks good. I mean, it's in the safe zone.
I can pour some more in.
I'd pour a little more in, just to be safe. Because we want to make sure it oil's good.
Well, we're going to lose some with these valve covers open.
Well, these 2 push rods especially, you know, we want to hear it run and see it oil, so that we don't mind putting all this money back into this car. That's why we get our oil around here, old Valvoline 1030. Old conventional.
I don't like it synthetic in these old ones.
Oh no. We should put some flat tappet, these flat tappet cams, we should have put some dinosaurs in there too.
Yeah. Stay in there, phone.
Oh yeah, she's up to the top
over
now.
full now. Or full. Oh, it's got to be showing a little bit more than full because of the.
You ain't even pumped up.
We ain't filled up the.
All right, you're a little bit above full now. Yeah. All right, y'all see, even here at RevStoration, even at the old man's house, he changes oils in his rigs. All right, y'all, we got valve covers off. We put a battery in it. We've got it pumping gas. Let's see what she'll do.
Uh-oh, I gotta put it in neutral.
Come on, old man.
That's what I get for standing outside.
Run over my foot.
I'm glad that thing didn't crank.
Hit the foot feed.
Seems like it's getting gas.
Hold on. It's got to be getting gas. Hold on. Give it gas, bunch of it. It's almost like it ain't getting gas in it.
You ain't right got the pump going backwards, have you?
Nope, this is red. This is black.
See if we got gas in the tank.
Oh, there it went. You had that, it was crimped down here. All right.
Make sure that don't get on that. You gonna hold it up there for now?
Yep, go ahead. You gotta give it gas. There we go. Y'all, it sounds exactly like it sounded before. That sounds pretty good running on 6 cylinders, don't it, y'all? All right, y'all, with further investigation, we have come to the conclusion that, yes, we have clogged up ports on this side. We know. On the old man's side, we ain't took it off yet. Here's the rocker arm assembly. I have it here. So old man, I'll let you try to poke that. Now don't go hard. You got one hole right there.
Middle.
One hole right there is where it goes in. See how far it'll go. Oh. Did it finally go in?
Yeah.
Went all the way in?
Yeah, don't go straight. It goes to crooked.
It was clogged on my end.
That's all the way. That don't have one?
Yeah, no, it's just one.
Oh, it goes in there, and this last one is a return. That little tube is a return.
Here.
Yeah.
But see, it goes in here. It's got to go out both sides. I don't know where. Yeah, it's got to be. I'm going to have to blow with this. I'm going to get some of this brake cleaner, and I'm going to go in this port, and we're going to blow all this mess out. And, see, I think that's just solid rock.
Okay, this one is.
Yeah, that one lets it in.
This lets it in here, and I guess it just leaks out of here onto the valve.
Yep.
Top of the valves, because that's all you need to get oiled and keep these from wearing.
So me and the old man was having a discussion, and then they called him wanting to know how his doctor's appointment was. And man, this rascal he gets more. I don't like telephone, But he gets more telephone calls asking about medicine, asking about how his doctor's visit was.
Well,
he had one.
You'll get them too.
When I get old, I'm gonna get them too. How did you did you get in 10 minutes after your appointment or 20 minutes past? Did you get in? Come on, man. Just ask the man how he likes his doctor. It would have taken a whole lot less time, but everything's automated, y'all. So press 1 if you like Rev, press 2 if you like. I'm sorry. Thank y'all for watching RevStoration. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. So we. All right, y'all. Here is the rod. Of course, what I'm doing is I'm just holding it here and watch all of here, all the way down. Watch it.
It's coming out.
See it? It's come out of every single one of them. Now those that were down are coming out a little bit more. We did also clean the port here. We're gonna try to, I don't know if he wants to hit it with any brake cleaner because we put that new oil in there. But if that port's clean and these ports are good, we know she should pump. All right, y'all, we have the side that we have worked on is not oiling, and the side that we have not worked on is oiling. So we know the rod itself is good, so I think there's a port through that hole on the other side that is not I had to turn the fuel off. Go crank it up right quick. Just get the fuel out of the tank. The carburetor. Yeah. All right. But we're oiling on the driver's side, not oiling on this side. So the water has gone down immensely, y'all, just in that little bit of time. Look at it. It was up to the window. It's down a foot. That's how quick it rises. That's how quick it falls. So that side's oiling good now. This side still isn't oiling. So do I pull them all off again? And do we get air pressure or something to blow through that hole? All right, y'all, we've tried everything to unclog this port, and probably need to look at the diagram and see what it does. We can't get a wire to go through it. We don't know if it goes in and crooks and goes another way. So what we're gonna do is we ain't even got an air nozzle. I left my air nozzle at the house, and the old man's gonna have me to push this on the hole and hold it. And because we ain't got no nozzle to hit it, he's just gonna plug it up, and we're gonna put all of it. I'm talking about all the ooga doogas right down that hole. And hopefully it blows that plug out the other end. Let's try it. Hold on. All right. Huh? What you doing?
I can get off. Are you coming out of
it? No. And we actually put a little oil in it, and it's bubbling the oil, I think, where it's hot. So just turn it over on top. Go.
Crank it?
Yeah. That's the thing. It looked like whatever was in it, it pumped out, but it doesn't look like it's pumping anymore. Would it, y'all? Would it pump there, or should I hold my finger over it, hold something over it, and then pull my finger off of it and see if it's pumping? All right, y'all, I think we've got it. I think we have it pumping. Of course, you can see we're getting oil down. This side, it's like the tops are oiling really well, and it's not really going well to the bottom. And this side, the bottom is oiling really well, not really coming to the top. But all that'll come around. We pray. So we need a whole bunch of stuff. We need to let it cool off, I guess. We're gonna take that valve, that top of that. Let's put some oil in the master cylinder and see if we can get. We're gonna see if we can get some brakes on this baby without doing. Wouldn't that be just something? Yo, we some of these sites, now some of these dudes that be working on these cars, I mean, if they want to take fluid out of a car, they got these cool little pumps, and they turn it on, it goes. What does our pump do, old man?
It don't go. It goes.
So the old man
tube. I can see the tube.
Old man is gonna suck through the tube, and we're gonna get this old oil stuff out. Look at it. It ain't really all that bad. But get it on out, old man. Keep going. Just don't let it get in your mouth. That ain't all that bad. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right, you better stop it right there. Look at there. Look at there, y'all. Where are we pumping it? Putting it?
Put it in that can right there. You ready?
Blow it up. Look at all that old. It really was not that bad.
That did have water in it. Oats.
Well, that had water in it down there.
That's
not
what
in
I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. You want to get a little more? Slurp it on up, old man. Slurp it on up.
I ain't getting nothing.
That's all of it, ain't it?
Get this cap off and nut and all.
Yep, y'all can see it. The old man's working again. He's the only one that works around here.
Y'all know how this younger, no, let me not say it.
About to say how that younger generation is. Don't know nothing. Don't want to work. Don't want to do. That's what he was gonna say. I'm sitting here. I'm recording it so folks can know. Oh man, you know why volcanoes are so popular? They're just so lovable.
Lovable.
I'm sorry, y'all. That was a good one. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all liked it or not, but I thought it was good. You know why circles are so bad at telling jokes? They're always pointless.
Pointless?
Get that cotta key out, old man. Old Jimmy cotta key.
I don't know how many times it's been out, but I know I've took it off twice.
Yep. He's working it. He knows what he's doing, y'all. You know how men like to watch fishing tournaments, old man? They like to live stream them. All right, y'all. I've got it. We have it set up. Y'all crank it, old man. See if it'll. Oh, pulled off. Got to go the other way. We're gonna do this off camera because we need more hands.
Do it by hand.
All right, y'all. We're gonna try this baby again. See if it'll pull it off. Come on. Just pulling this side more for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's off.
All right, y'all. There she is. I cannot find the bleeder for this rascal. I couldn't hardly see it, but we're gonna find it in here in a minute. We're gonna pull all these off. I think those brakes look good. I mean, they just look like they were just put on there, and that don't look bad. You can still read the number on it.
They ain't been on there long. I can tell you. Well, it ain't been on there run long.
All right, y'all. The old man wanted me to wait so he can get all this off, but I done got it all off. Uh-oh. Get on there, baby. Is it not on? Or is it? Pull it out. See if it'll fit.
It's not quite the right size, but what size is this? 1.25 inches? Have you got another one?
Nope, I probably don't.
All right, slap it on there. It's on there. Make sure you take it. Oh! Did it come off?
Must not be the right size. So I'm gonna get my 12-inch adjustable I told the old man to grab a minute ago.
I told you.
He told me to grab it and I turned him down. Said, I got a socket. I don't want to do it manually. You know, being an old young whippersnapper. What do I end up needing? This is what old man said I done turned it.
I done got it off while you messing around.
See, I told you young whippersnapper was right, old man.
Now we gotta get this washer on.
No, we gotta.
Yeah, that washer gotta come off.
I wasn't gonna take it off till I got the rubber hose off in the back.
Okay.
Let's see if you can get it off with a rubber hose on it. You might can on these. Watch this. Hiya, 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 hiya.
Well, don't mess the threads up. Where's that little screwdriver?
Stubby. I don't know if you can with a hose on it.
We're gonna try.
That hose might mess you up, old man.
We're gonna try, ain't we? It coming off without the hose. With the hose.
It is?
I don't think so. It comes so far.
All right, pumping fluid.
Good?
Yes, don't pump it anymore.
Had to move it about a quarter of an inch on the paddle. Whew. There's your half inch. All right. Cover you talking about?
So first thing we need to do is put the wheel cylinder on. Then we need to screw on the rubber line, and I think put your brakes back on if you're gonna use them or whatever you're using, and go from there. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take the Ole Man seat and use it. Of course, this goes on like so. This goes on like so. And this goes on. Pretty simple on these older ones. Of course, then I'm gonna get my 12-incher here. And get this nut turned on. All right. Get it good and tight. When we get it tightened down, then I will put the rubber line on, and then we'll put brakes and everything on, and this wheel should be good. Move on to the next. Brakes are super easy. They're just work, right, Ole Man?
Yeah, as long as we don't break a brake line, we okay.
Usually.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
and I'd be honest with you, these wheel cylinders ain't been on there very long.
Don't appear to be, did it?
But they were dry and locked up where it was.
All right, that tight enough for you?
These are brand new, so to speak, red. Just got tight on there and wouldn't work.
Yep, whatever the Ole Man showed y'all, I second. All right, then you turn that little top down and that holds it. Now I need a rubber hose, Ole Man. Rubber hose?
You gotta take that off.
No, I don't.
Oh, that don't come out?
No, sir. I'm gonna teach the Ole Man something, y'all. Then you always have a little copper piece here, a little copper washer. It goes on there. You gotta get it started. Always get your rubber line started here. Get it started, tighten it up, and go the other way. All right, this on forward is 5/8. Here and tighten it up. I mean, disregard all this old stuff is just falling out of it. I mean, that's nothing. That's just goody. All right, that's good. Now, to get this and go up in here, you gotta find your spot to get your clip going. So it's all you gotta do is, of course, get it in there. It's got one place that the clip works, and so I'll have to get my hand and block everything. This clip here slides in there, and then that bolts down on it, and it should be good on this side. All right, y'all, been trying to point this out to the Ole Man. See, on this one here, this old brake line that was on it, this is round and this is round, and that slides up into a round hole right there, and then you can put your clip on. But the new lines we got is round up here and hexed right here, so I can't get it all the way in. So do I just put it in and zip tie it off, or do we get a grinder and grind that? We could, but y'all, how we do it at RevStoration, we don't always do it right, but we always get it done. So I'm gonna get it in there and get it done. All right, y'all, we know for sure the way we drive, we would actually jerk this brake line off. I still got that one that's hooked up. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the other side and I'm gonna see if I can grind this hex the same size as the outer circle. So the issue is we want this all to go up, and then we can put our clip on. Can't put our clip on with it being a hex, because Ford in later years made that hole a hex hole, so this would go in and hold steel, so you wouldn't have to have a 5/8 wrench on the bottom. You just had whatever. It spins in there now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grind this hex down the same size as that, and this will work. If the old man can find his grinder.
Go ahead and take that clip off.
I already have. Tell your boy how to do it. Tell your boy how to do it, old man. I'm ready. All right, y'all, that don't look perfect, but guess what it does look? It looks like it's gonna work. So we'll jam that up in there and put it on. Jam this in on the other end. Should be good to go. Let's try it out. All right, the reason I turned the camera on me is because I want some of y'all to notice that I'm the one doing this now. Y'all don't get mad at the old man. Y'all fuss at me about not doing no work. Look here, y'all, I ain't complaining. I'm getting this done if I can do it one-handed. This is the hard part. Well, so I'm gonna have to do it off camera. But if you see there, now when I push this up, see all that? Now I got room for this clip to grab, and it'll hold that hose. So grinding that down works. So you have to modify the rubber brake lines a little bit, but no big deal. All right, y'all, there she is. Clip is in. So that's what you got to do to make these work on the 57 Fords. So now all the old man's got to do is clean that up, get the brakes back on it, new brakes on it, and this side will be good. I'm telling y'all what, the old man is good with putting brakes on. Now I'm telling you what, he fusses it. We always just banter. I mean, we ain't ever fussed at one. Well, he has fussed at me, but we don't normally, have too much, do this, do that. I mean, we do, but it's banter. It ain't really, it ain't true. But one of the things I noticed is this rascal loves doing brakes. He just gets down there and just gets them brakes. Old man, his age ain't nothing but a number for him. But that's the only part of brakes he don't particularly like, is putting them on. Them that holds them on. His eyes won't allow him to see what's straight up and straight down. But the rest he'll have done in about 3 hours, y'all. I'm telling you, he's quick. I mean, quick. You quick, ain't you, old man?
Oh, no. Not as good as I used to.
This is the first time I had put brakes on a 57 Ford. Let me show y'all something that's a little bit different than normal. If you look here, it has a splitter on the top end. That's cool. It's got a splitter on the top end of the brake line, and the bottom of the bolt is the brake flare, and it leads through there, and it has a little copper, has that there, and then this, after we pull this clip out, then this line will come out, and then we get this off, and we're good to go there. All right, y'all, Rev's part's done. I work on the delicate parts, like the metal brake lines, because the old man he hauls it. I mean, he just goes after it. So I work on these brake lines. That's, like I say, that's the first time I did one of those. It's got a splitter, has a crush washer, and then the brake line. And remember, of course, on the brake lines you're gonna get from the parts store, you're gonna have to grind down that hex, because this base is round. And but after you grind it down, it clips on and does everything it's supposed to. So now I'm getting ready to turn it over to the old man. Woohoo! This thing's got retainer clips. After you take the wheel off, the back hub has a retainer clip on it. Retainers, got 3 of the lugs that have like little clips that hold it, where you can spin the back wheel without the drum coming off. Old man says it won't pull it off with the puller, but you know what? You get that old D-walled, you get that D-walled on it, it'll come right on out. All right, y'all. Sometimes folks think we're not safe. This right here is a 57 Ford on 4 cinder blocks with blocks on top of it on flat ground. So the blocks are made to lay this way, the board on top of it, so it ain't moving. So I'm gonna get up under it. We're not getting any fluid to the back wheels. So I'm gonna have to put the rubber line on the back, and hopefully it'll work at that point. But just want to show y'all we're dangerous just cause of the way we do things, but we're not being dangerous on this. Baby, I think that spare tire holder is it'll hold a spare tire, but it's got some speed holes in the bottom, and the fuel tank is just That's just moisture. I don't know if the fuel tank will hold or what, but y'all will never believe it. Now, I ain't bragging yet because I ain't got it all the way off, but that line is loose on both sides and it's spinning. So what I'm hoping here in a minute is when I get that metal line off and the old man goes and hits the brake pedal, is that we get fluid back here to it. Because if we don't, we're gonna have front brakes only. All right, y'all, the back one is right. I mean, the back one, look at there. That is perfect. I mean, it's the way it should be. The round, see, round all the way through. I ain't gotta grind it. Y'all a little blurry. I don't know if that's me or if that's y'all, but putting the back one on, I think before I get up under there, I'm gonna wait till the old man gets this off. I'm gonna go and take the wheel cylinder off and get that line off, make sure I can break it loose. If I can, then I'll go on and put all this on. If not, I'll fix it first and go from there. So I ain't got to get up under the car but one time. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't, when I'm working, I'm not videoing a lot of stuff, but y'all, it's a 1957 Ford. Y'all seen it. I have put 2 new rubber hoses on the front, 2 new wheel cylinders on the front. I put a rubber hose on the back and 2 wheel cylinders on the back. And we have not pressurized the system because the old man's still putting brakes. And that emergency brake, that little universal, that little he don't like them. You don't like them, do you, old man?
I don't like his horseshoes.
He don't like the horseshoes.
If I could see it, it'd be different.
He said if he could see. So I turned his lights on and he still didn't think that was good enough. But he's getting that side done. We've got all of it together. But I was just bragging. I mean, I shouldn't be bragging at this point, but I'm bragging that we got all them lines to break loose without breaking loose. Y'all know what I'm saying? And fluid is flowing, so brakes should be working when the old man gets these brakes on, and we get them bled out. Then if we can get the coolant to stop and stay in, the coolant would be good. Yeah, my parts girl didn't let me down, but the O'Reilly's did. We think we're bypassing. We've got all new, of course, nothing's leaking, but just as soon as you put pressure on the brakes, I think it's bypassing here in the master cylinder because we're not losing fluid, but we're not gaining a pedal.
It just keeps going down, so it's bypassing, I think.
We're hoping.
Yeah, we hope.
Hoping that's what it is. And I'm hoping this just pulls out and the rod stays in here. So if that's the case, I believe I can get to it.
Nice. You want me to go? Where's our flashlight? You'll need it up under there.
Oh man, it's talking me out of it. Y'all, I'm doing this one-handed and videoing it, y'all.
Yeah, he won't give me the camera.
All right, so it is hooked up, but I don't know if it is just hooked up because it's just sitting in there. All right, that'll go right there. We don't want to get any pine straw on that. We'll mess our brake line up.
Gotta be hooked to the brake pedal somehow.
Woo! I was hoping, old man. I was hoping.
Oh,
It's just the old push rod. So there's the old one.
You gonna bench bleed it or belly bleed it?
I'm gonna belly bleed the new one, not this one. All right, y'all, we got that one off. Look at all that. That's what it looks like in the 57 Ford when you take the brake line of the master cylinder off. Pump it, old man. Old man said we got good pedal. All right, that's enough. I have belly bled this new master cylinder. But what do they say? If 4 won't hold it, or no. If 2 won't hold it, 4 never woulda. I think that's what we're trying to say here. If you look down here, for whatever reason, this master cylinder, the top holes don't line up. So the bottom 2 are holding it, but I mean, I could do a jig on top of that. I could get on it and dance. Y'all would love to see it, but it'll hold. We got another issue. We're needing some crush washers. We're leaking a little bit out of this deal here, so we need a couple of crush washers. And then I think our brakes will be muy grande. You think so? My parts girl's on the way.
Everything new.
Parts girl's on the way, so we'll see you when she gets here. Now, y'all, let me let you in on something now. I got the best parts girl in all the world. Now, she don't think so. I don't think she likes this idea all that much. Nikki T is here. I had her to run all the way from work. She went and picked up my daughter. Is Reagan here?
Yes.
Reagan's inside. She didn't get to go on a date with Connor. She's probably mad at me. But she came out here. We asked O'Reilly's. O'Reilly said at 2 o'clock we'd have push rods. We'd have valve cover gaskets. And then we found out we're gonna need more freeze plugs. We'd actually need some more stuff now. The more we work on it, the more we need. So I told Nikki T to go by and get it. And what happened, Nikki T?
I went to 3 different part houses.
3?
O'Reilly didn't have them. Advanced had 1. And then Napa had 2. So you got 3.
We got 3. So she's an overachiever when it comes to these parts. But what happened to the others that's supposed to have been there at 2 o'clock?
So I went to O'Reilly's at 3:45, not there. So I went back chasing these all over town for 30 minutes. Went back to O'Reilly's, said, oh, I'll be here another 30 minutes. So I went home, changed my clothes, went back about 40 minutes later, and it'll be tomorrow morning.
Oh, I thought that was the same thing. But
That's pitiful, lady. I mean, it's pitiful. It's pitiful. Oh, man, just talking. Well, you going to buy our supper tonight, so you put your money up. We ain't worried about any of that. So y'all, we want to go on and let you in on something. We ain't spoiling tires today either. It is supposed to rain 3 inches tomorrow. Otherwise, I'd try to get here early in the morning to get this done. So, y'all, it's going to be part 3 with this 1957 Ford Fairlane. Don't be mad at us. We're mad, too. If these parts had got in, I mean, I'd have put Nikki T to work. I'd have got her old Buckner's restaurant. Y'all never eat there in Jackson. Boy, that's some good groceries. But we didn't have opportunity. We're not going to be able to finish today. But what do we always say? I think we always tell y'all.
Hold on.
I am going to squall a tire today.
Nikki, the old man said he's squalling it to something else, but it won't be.
I'm going to squall it. Watch this thing.
Woo!
Listen to it.
He's squalling his tire. Y'all, Nikki T might have a dad joke. What you got?
What do you call a fly with no wings?
What do you call a fly with no wings? I don't know.
A walk.
That's the best one yet, y'all. Better than any we can do. Well, y'all, if you're not subbed to the channel, many of you have watched already, and many of you have subbed recently. Some of y'all came from articles either in the Christian Index. I think actually K-Love Radio has got a interview with us that's going to be coming out soon, so y'all be looking out for K-Love in y'all's area. They'll have an interview. We have just been honored that each and every one of you have watched. If you're not subbed, hey, it don't cost a dime. Just go on and sub to the channel. If you want to make a comment, we'll try to reply back. We try to reply back as many as we can. It's just so hard to reply to all of them. But I can promise you by saying we love each and every one of you. We thank you for watching. We serve Jesus first and foremost. We serve family right after that. And then right after it, we're going to have fun on RevStoration, and we appreciate y'all. So we have no way of concluding any of these videos and saying, deuces, may God bless.
Love y'all.
Sorry, Nikki T.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry, baby. Oh, man, that was a good idea.
I've probably touched worse.
Yeah, she's touched worse. Bye, y'all. Reagan, I'm sorry you couldn't go on a date with Connor tonight.
It's fine.
You look mighty pretty, though.
Thanks.
Deuces.